But no. Casey, hun, you what you need to understand is, like, yo, heads are posting these vids, these drama slops, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the slop tunes are paid off by the Trump administration, apparently, according to Hassan. But, like, yeah, like, heads are making these drama slop videos and all this type of jazz. Why? Because, again, you can be critiqued. That does not make them incels. You need to understand this, hun. You don't understand. Heads are not incels. Heads just disagree with you and disavow your bad actions because they are bad. Duh, they were malicious. You stole the vid. You're just not understanding, Casey. You're trying to misconstrue the narrative. Again, like Pegasus was saying, you're trying to manipulate your audience into thinking like, yo, you're the major victim in this joint. You're not. You're not. You cannot do this. You cannot be out here trying to say that like heads are hating on all women. They're not. This is why y'all try to push this misogynist joint. Y'all don't know what it means, bro. Y'all do not know what this joint mean at all. Misogynist, again, and I probably said this definition for like 80 times at this point, is the overall prejudice of all women, the unreasonable hatred of all women. Heads like Ethan do not have that. Okay? Even as a wife, Hila, as you discussed, because you called her ugly and all that, and that's not true. So what are you talking about? These people are not misogynists. They're not incels. They're not all of this, John. You're just using these buzzwords because you have no arguments to give back. It's like, yo, it is annoying. I don't even know. I hate that. Stop saying Heads is hating on the babes. Heads is not hating on the babes. Heads love the babes. They just don't like you. Stamped. Legitimately. You already know how we get down. What it is, the Daily Slops. Yeah, apparently the crash out from Denim's, Kaceytron, Frogan, not looking too hot. You already know. Yoko's still opening her mouth. Don't know why. And Hassan, yeah, of course. We're dealing with him again. Duh. Like, we know. I ain't gonna lie, so let's not waste any time at all. Y'all know how we get down. Trilly talks everything. Trilly does indeed yap everything every single time, baby. Let's get right into it. You already know. Shout out my glorious slop king, more Pegasus. Phil, they just responded in the dumbest way. Of course, you guys want to watch the OG video? Down in the description, first link. Share the love of more Pegasus, and let us hop right into this boy. You know how that goes down. Get the hair out the way. You know how that gets. All right, let's get into it. Yo, I'm gonna be fixing my joint. Y'all know how that gets now.
Welcome back to Content So Raw. Gordon Ramsay applied to be co-host. Kaceytron is now actually breaking down, crying, and playing victim after getting sued by Ethan.
Yeah, of course.
Again, has responded to the lawsuit on a podcast.
I'll save it.
Hassan and Orbiters are in big trouble.
Y'all still cornballs.
Anissa is back yapping on Twitter. And a bunch of
not surprising
other news. Subscribe or you turn into a Big Mac and are placed in Frogan's kitchen. You cooked, pal. And let's begin with Kaceytron crying about the lawsuit. Basically, quick recap. Ethan is suing Casey, Frogan, and Denims for violating copyright and stealing his content. So last video, Casey came up with
maliciously trying to steal it too, because, you know, they were saying Jones, especially like Denims, like, oh yeah, if you didn't want to watch that terrible video, throw a prime, throw a sub, all of this. Like, yeah, no, y'all done.
Legal defense of saying that she was simply too high to remember reacting to the video.
I do not remember. I don't know. I may have been under the influence, but I do not recall reacting to it.
Brilliant strategy that was immediately debunked by Legal Mindset.
So whether or not...
Shout out Legal Mindset. You already know Uncle Mindset. He dropped the vid. He dropped another vid with the whole situation. We checking that boy out for sure. Say share the love.
You recall reacting to it, being the defense here, saying, I don't recall. Does that work? Well, absolutely not.
And now she's just calling everybody incels and claiming it's a troll. Casey tweets, the incel brigade at it again, trying to villainize me for making a joke. Why is it so hard to imagine a world where women can be intentionally funny? Remember when LSF wasn't full of incels? Yeah, me neither. Right, so
it's like, yo, again, same buzzwords. You're calling everyone an incel. Not everyone is an incel.
This is the classic Casey strategy. Basically call everybody incels and pretend everything you're doing is a troll, even though like 90% of the time you actually mean it. Somebody responds, I can
like literally directly too. Like she keeps doubling down on this, John. every head is telling her, yo, Kaceytron, hun, you're getting sued. It'd probably be in your best interest to shut your mouth. She's not doing it. Tough.
Almost taste the panic. I almost feel bad, but then I remember what a piece of shit she was over all these years. What is she gonna do when she loses all of her money and goes into debt? Everyone knows she has no humanly way possible of paying back, save for winning the lottery.
Facts.
Casey responds, genuinely curious, what are the things I've done over the years that, if you remember, makes me undoubtedly a piece of shit? If you could give specific examples, I'd appreciate it. Blaming Asmongold for his mother's death, cheating on the OTK game show, taking the prize money, and, you know, accusing
Game and clocked him.
Kaceytron of being a rapist. Literal life-ruining accusations.
Yeah, we had seen that in the last John. Yeah, like she directly served that John out on Twitter, and then Tectone was like, yeah, man, I got in contact with Ethan's lawyers. So I ain't gonna lie, Kaceytron, fun. Alright, I gotta look this way. It ain't looking too good for you. Yo.
Go to jail for and can completely ruin your career. Right, so here she continues saying that she's going broke. I literally just got myself out of debt. I've been scraping by, desperately trying to get my head above water. I finally got to a point where I could breathe, and now this. The thought of how financially damaging this could be is literally killing me. I cannot think clearly.
Well, it's not literally killing you, but at the same time to that, I would also just argue with the factor of, okay, then why put yourself in this position by maliciously stealing content, Nuke, Hassan Biker? Like you directly said, I know people wanted to watch this without necessarily giving a view to Ethan Klein.
Well, I mean, I couldn't think clearly if I was smoking that
Or like, what was it? Like, yeah, give me a view or like give support to Ethan Klein. Yeah.
much either. Also, how are you complaining about the consequences of your own actions? Nobody
This is what I'm saying. She could have just, you know, actually reacted, you know, actually gave commentary, but no, she decided to, ooh, man, we gotta really tap the bong, let me tell you.
asked you to blatantly steal Ethan's content. You're
And shoot, I don't even blame her. Like, shoot, I'm trying to tap the bong too, but at the same time, can we do it, you know, not when we're supposed to be giving commentary? Like, yo, what are we talking about?
literally just facing accountability here. Anyway, she continues her sob story. I support my disabled father. I spent the last year helping my grandma after unexpected layoffs. I was looking forward to using my resources to help my mom build a tiny home because rent at her trailer is so high. I'm so tired of poverty. People celebrating want me dead. This is
It's like, okay, then why aren't you prioritizing that way more? Instead, you're, again, going out of your way to be maliciously stealing Ethan Klein's content, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're maliciously putting yourself in a position to be around, like, this orbiting group, you know what I'm saying, of Hassan's orbiters, and, like, taking advantage of his G-boy sucking you off. Like, what are we talking about?
This is such a pathetic way of boiling down all the criticism, the justified criticism you receive into unjustified harassment. As always, everybody knows I don't support any harassment for the people I talk about in my videos.
Of course, there's a difference between hate and genuine criticism, but I'll tell you, if there's 3 individual girly pops that deserve this criticism, it's Denim's, Kaceytron, and, Frogan. Like, bruh.
comment you make to this comment section, obviously, but I do think justice needs to be served, and it will be, and Ethan is suing you for it. And this is such a disgusting manipulative strategy of, oh, okay, my father is disabled, my grandma, my mom. It's like none of them asked for this. You were the one consistently messing up on a daily basis, and then you want
quite literally, like, yo, they did not tell you to go ahead and not want to give views or not want to support Ethan Klein by sitting there stealing the vid. Like, what are we talking about?
people to have sympathy for you. It's just stupid. Anyway, I'm still trying to clear my head. I feel extremely overwhelmed and panicked just going through the motions. It sucks receiving this level of hate and feeling completely alone and defenseless. Feeling like my future is completely effed. No
Nah, it definitely is.
stream tomorrow either. Sorry. You know what? Let me just call my good friend Frogan and ask her what she thinks about this.
Nah, we shouldn't, because again, she has no commentary she can give, because she definitely couldn't give it on content Nuke Hassan Biker.
Who fucking who? I hope you get PTSD.
Dude, imagine sitting here crying
Classic Miss Frogan.
about how broke you are after spending years, literal years on the internet, slandering people left and right, not caring about how their lives might be affected, and now you're finally being held accountable. Somebody
That's what
finally
I'm saying. Like, you directly called Tectone a rapist. Do you not, like, think about how that could affect his life and how it has been? Because, yo, he's been getting harassment for that, John. But nah. When it comes to the orbiters, it's only harassment campaigns from Ethan as we see here going towards them. They don't harass. They don't say anything crazy about anyone. They would never do anything. They're angels. They're angels. They would never. Bullshit.
Decided to sue you, not even for that reason, for a completely different one, but you definitely deserve this. So people are giving her advice, just go to Ethan and apologize and make a public statement. They will literally never—
Honestly, they wouldn't do that, and honestly, again, to that factor, that's not going to do anything for them. I don't even know if Ethan would still be on that type of timing. Like, it'd be funny, and that would definitely be more of a dub for him, but shoot, nah, bro. Some of the Johns y'all been supporting, like, funny enough, the cell phone queen on the screen herself, you know what I'm saying, propagating, platforming, Bad Empanada, who was one of the direct motherfuckers pushing the false CPS Jones. Yeah, nah, even if y'all come fucking crying on y'all knees, bro, drop an apology, y'all still about to get ripped in court. At least that's how I'm feeling. That's probably the energy Ethan feeling. Because, again, like, we all know that the main copyright John is on, like, the main lawsuit is on copyright. And obviously how they maliciously were stealing the video to not give support to Ethan. But we know that the personal grudge is attached to this boy. We know. And we know, like, yo, in specific, yo, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying, the main heads, because obviously it's all 3 of these heads, but like, yo, yeah, nah, he trying to get to him.
Never do this. Like, they will cry victim all the time, keep doubling down, but they won't just give him an apology. Ha 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 ha, life is about—
Because if they do that, like, it's showing, like, accountability and all that, and if they have accountability, it's showing that they can acknowledge that they're wrong, and if they do that, the G-boys can't keep glazing them as gods.
Choices. Put the fries in the bag, stop spending so much money. Well, you did a bad thing, and now you're dealing with the effects of this. That's
made your bed, laying in it.
Life. That's like going to a store, stealing from the store, and being mad you got arrested. It's like, you committed the crime. Nobody asked you to commit the crime. Like, and then when the cops try to arrest you, you go, well, my dad is disabled. Well, my mom.
I'm like, and that's very unfortunate for both of them. Obviously, we wish for them to have, you know, prosperous and better lives. But you're still going to jail, though. like what? And in a Kaceytron case, you still getting sued, though. Like, what?
Well, my grandmother. Think of the grandmother, of course. Get a real job. Oh yeah, that is an option. I wonder why you've been streaming for what, like a decade now, and you're still broke. How does that even work? Get a regular job. Holy. Woke up to another barrage of people telling me I deserve to suffer. Some even mentioned taking bets on how long before I Minecraft jump.
Yeah, that's weird. If you're doing this, you're a fucking weirdo. Like, this is the hate shit I be talking about. Like, yeah, doing this, no. But serve to genuine criticism for the things she can be criticized. No, obviously the main John being this lawsuit, yeah, for sure.
What is the goal behind this sort of harassment other than getting people to jump? Listen, again, I obviously don't support any of this, never harass anybody I talk about, but honestly, every single person gets this. Like, if I even mention Hassan—
This is like a thing too, yeah, like, and this is one of the main things I say with content creation, especially when I get into it, be like a YouTuber, influencer, streamer, yada yada, like, bruh, you're gonna end up getting some form of, like, crazy hate, at least once, bruh. So if that's the type of John where it's gonna, like, push you into this crazy, like, mental state, and, like, you're feeling so much anxiety from this, content creation, streaming probably just ain't the move. I ain't gonna lie, it's probably just ain't the move. But even to that, obviously, there's elevated ranks. Like, obviously, if heads, like, give you common hate or whatever, like, yo, just ignore those fools. They hate and they not shoving out no genuine criticism, see you do better as a content creator and or just as a person. But, like, yo, even to this, like, yeah, this type of John, you just gotta exit out. Like, yeah, these bulls weird. But back to Pegasus' point, yeah, nah. Every person, especially, again, being a content creator and all that, is gonna get some form of hate, some form of, like, someone dislikes you in that effect. And even criticism, especially if you've done things that can be criticized. Oh! Like, you know what I'm saying? That's obviously going to be a factor. So, like, you have to always take that into account. Like, this is what I'm saying. I don't know why heads always say they want to be, like, a YouTuber, streamer, and all this type of John. And I'm always like, yeah, now you really don't. Because, you need to want to make content. That's another thing. A lot of these heads just want to be glazed and want cheese. Like, nah, that's a part of it. It could potentially be a part if you're successful. But, yo, what about all the other bad parts? Like, yeah, getting hate. You know what I'm saying? Being in dramas. Yada, yada, like this, that, and the third. Heads don't be looking out for that. They do not. But yeah, at least on Kaceytron effort, nah, this John, like, heads doing all that other weird John, that's weird. But nah, the criticism, she can be slid with it once more.
I'm getting 20 death threats. That's just the state of the internet right now, all right? If you talk about other people, some people will take it way too far. But the thing is, you're using this as an excuse to avoid any and all criticism. So anyways, now she's beefing with Nux. Now more massive incel content creators are joining in on the crusade to completely defame me, claiming I've falsely accused someone of rape.
You did. You called Tecton a rapist.
They know that incel men take great enjoyment out of seeing women suffer.
yo, who are these incels? Who are you talking about?
They've made a career.
You're literally just talking about the people that disagree with you and or are just genuinely criticizing you for the things you've done. Like,
You're out of it. This woman has said the word incel more times than Hassan has done terrorist propaganda. That is like an achievement, bro. Oh
I'm about to say, nah, that truly is an accolade. Like, yo, because we know how Mr. Governmental Hamas Diddy Osama bin Laden Baby O Houthi Piker gets down. So it's quite the feat to do that.
my god. It is like their favorite word ever, dude. So anyways, let's look at what Nux was saying. Nux says, didn't you push fake R-word allegations on people? Kaceytron says, no, clarify what you're talking about, please, or delete this post. It is defamatory. Nux says, got any...
I knew it. I knew it's gonna hold it up. Please delete this. It's defamation. And this isn't? Especially with no substantiated proof? Yes! Like, I ain't gonna lie. Do y'all see this hypocrisy? This is hilarious. The G-Boy's gonna find some way to defend her. They gonna find some way, but for the heads using their 2 brain cells really locking in on them boys, do y'all see this blatant hypocrisy? Hilarious.
any evidence for this allegation? If it's defamatory, you should sue me. And then he's attached a screenshot of Casey saying, Tectone is a rapist who got his start being platformed by a neo-Nazi with absolutely no evidence. Once again,
Ooh, a straight clean up. That's not looking too good.
false allegation trying to ruin a man's life completely, and now she's complaining about harassment. What about the harassment Tectone received when you people constantly call him a rapist? I think false accusations like that can make people literally neck themselves. So how is it okay when you do it, but when other people justifiably criticize you, then that's a problem? Anyways, obviously,
Because if you attack Kaceytron, it's an attack on all people. It's an attack on all women. So therefore, bad.
Kaceytron
And she's allowed to slander whoever she likes because, yeah, there is no reason. She just does it. Like, bruh.
had no response when the evidence was presented, obviously. Then she continues absolutely mauling, this isn't about copyright, this is about evoking incel.
Well, it is about copyright, but on a more frequent matter. Not even frequent, just on a more like, we know on the deep end matter. Nah, it's about what you niggas have been doing on the fucking back end. Again, the whole false CPS shit. And now, again, the whole orbit has been basically pushing that shit, trying to play plausible deniability. Again, especially Denim's like, nah. The lawsuit itself is about copyright, but the personal grudge, oh no, it's not about that shit.
Support. Oh my god. As someone who's been a target of incel harassment for 10 plus years, there's a lot of
Yo,
them.
is this her favorite word or something? Like, she loves this word, incel. Let me tell ya, bro.
And few who speak up against it. Men who delight in humiliating women for clicks. I'm so tired of being a
Who
target
is doing this, Ethan? He's humiliating you morons because you are morons and did something blatantly wrong. Again, you stole the video directly.
of this. All right, can we get an incel count or something? This is literally her favorite word in the world. You're literally calling people with wives and kids incel. Like, it's crazy. It is so
It's dumb. It just doesn't make any sense.
clearly something she just says because she has no legitimate argument at all. And it's kind of the default insult for people like her or Denims or any one of these rejects, essentially. And they
Yeah, you disagree with them, you're an incel, you're a misogynist, bro. You're going down the alt-right pipeline, you're doing all this dumb shit, like, bro. You're gonna come up with actual arguments or what?
always like to pretend, oh, but this is Ethan just picking on women, or this is men trying to harass women, when the central person of this entire drama has been Hassan this entire
Mr. Piker.
time, who is not a woman at all, by the way.
Yo, I remember this. Ichi ni san arigato. Stupid ass. Boy, dumbass. Oh my god. Let me not even, bruh. Because, nigga, you already embarrassed yourself enough, bro. I'm not even Boy, dumbass. Arigato. Stupid ass, boy. I'm not gonna lie. I still don't know how niggas take your dumb ass serious.
So I'm just curious, how do you defend him then when he does this exact type of same shit and slandering people left and right on his stream, terrorist propaganda? It has nothing to do with misogyny. It has nothing to do with incels hating on you. It is literally just people criticizing you for your behavior. There's literally hundreds of thousands of women watching these videos supporting them as well because they
Yo, you know what's so funny? Again, H3 Podcast. guess what their main demographic is in terms of like, yo, who watches more between men and women? Ooh, just like on Trilly's John, it's the girly pops. Like, yo. So yeah, if Ethan was a fucking misogynist and an incel and all that shit, do you think the girly pops would want to watch his ass? I think not. So,
We have the same opinion. Co-partner, McDonald's might be hiring. God, the victim complex is never ending with you people.
Shoot, forget saying that, Joe, with Kaceytron, even though it very much applies to her. Yo, the god, like the god level victim complex is coming from Nisa. You already know how that goes down. From Yoko, oh yeah, no, the victim complex is unbeatable, unmatchable.
If it's not about copyright, then what are you getting sued for?
Exactly, but nah, we know, again, personal.
We'll see what the judge says about that. My God, you heard incel once and latched onto it for life.
Insanely true. Like, again, this is like her favorite word. She quite literally uses it every sentence.
Take accountability for your actions and realize that everything is not sexism. For someone who would never touch... What? Has she said this? What? Where did this come from? Okay, I'm not gonna... I haven't seen the clip, so I'm not gonna say anything there. Face it, your life is over. The only incel I see is you. And it was then she went on stream and started crying. I just got served.
Today, what happened is I don't know. I was just like inside but I don't know. Sorry. I'm just like the way that I'm being.
Yo, this is not funny, but it's like, yo, you put yourself in this position. I don't understand. And how are you surprised? You already knew you was getting served. It makes no sense. Oh my God. It's so stupid.
Like clipped and everything. Like people are just like being so disingenuous about like the things that they're spreading about me.
This is the person who literally calls people rapists without evidence, by the way, and she's complaining about this shit. Insane.
Yeah, my dad answered the door and somebody made him take these papers or whatever.
Yeah, that was the lawsuit, by the way.
I was about to say, yeah, that was the papers that you knew you were getting served. Like,
sorry, I'm just still shaking. Like it's very fucking shocking and traumatic being
how you knew you were getting served.
You know, it's like, no, I haven't gotten a lawyer yet because I honestly I don't know. It's like hard to take it serious.
Oh, well, we already knew you didn't have a lawyer because your lawyer would very much tell you not to do what you're doing right now.
You know?
Wait. What is going on here? First off, how is it traumatic having papers handed to you? What the heck? I understand if you're like, if you're going to lose everything and all that, but that hasn't happened yet. I mean, she didn't really have anything much to lose, to be honest.
I must say, I don't know if there was that much to lose, but
let's just be honest about that. But now she's saying, okay, it's so traumatic that you're not taking it seriously and you don't even have lawyers. Oh my God. And that's kind of what we were all speculating this entire time, that these people have not hired attorney, they have not consulted an attorney.
Of course not, because again, like I just said, your lawyer would advise you not to come up on stream and like say all this dumb shit, make it worse and make it more incriminating for yourself, just like all of them are doing.
Even Legal Mindset was saying that because the way they're acting is not in line with how an attorney would be telling you to act. You wouldn't be deleting VODs and shit like that because that is spoilage.
Frogan, and that's not good. Yeah, she quite literally cleared her old Twitch VOD section. Like, bro, do you have something to hide, Missy?
Or, you know, destruction of evidence, and that could be used against you in court, obviously. So yeah, this is just disastrous for them.
Oh, it's hard to take it seriously just with how like the whole document is and like the things people are saying about me and like the things I'm being attacked over for smoking weed and shit. You know, I was planning on starting.
Yes, you were smoking weed, but you were focused more on that than actually giving commentary and or like reaction to content Nukasan Biker, and that is the reason why you're getting sued, as well as on top of you just blatantly saying, you know, some heads wanted to watch the video without supporting Ethan. Like, hun, you're getting served for a purpose. I don't know why we're trying to play this like obfuscation. Like, you're like, oh my God, it's so traumatic. Oh, this happened. I can't believe it's happening. No, you can believe it. You've done the actions. What are we talking about? You just don't want to believe it.
To look into like lawyers and stuff today, but I didn't think that I'd get served yet or that I would even get served. But I guess I heard it's Ethan's birthday. So, I don't know. I was like, I guess I'll go.
Serving them papers on a birthday is diabolical. He said, it's my glow day. Oh, and it's you niggas rest day. Y'all done.
Live so he can get a good birthday gift, since I'm sure he thinks this is funny. I don't know.
So, again, I can't really tell because she claims that everything she does is like a troll. But again, she's talking about legitimately the lawsuit being served.
Yeah, nah, this ain't no troll. Nah, she really feeling this. She feeling the bed she made.
To her, she's legitimately upset, legitimately crying about this, constantly tweeting about it all day. I mean, if your entire life is supposed to be a troll, then you are that troll. You are not separate from that troll. Also, is that true? Ethan served them on his birthday? That's absolutely diabolical, bro.
No pre-watch. I'm just saying that is truly diabolical. Like serving up this lawsuit, bro. 3 separate ones, mind you, because obviously Dennis, Kaceytron, Frogan, all on your birthday. Nah. He came on Demon Time. Is this the demon mode that Ian was speaking of? Freaking moron. But yeah, this is hilarious.
Oh my lord.
I said earlier they used my dad's disability to trick him, but that was unrelated. It was just today we've been like calling on my dad's disability, you know, because I've been like working towards trying to get my dad on disability, and we were like responding to some calls and notifications we got about that. And then like a few minutes later, the next thing I know, my dad comes in and he's like fucking crying. You know, it's really fucking traumatic to see your dad cry like that. You know, like that's what really like has me like so freaked out, is seeing like how emotional my dad got about it.
And I could feel bad and feel sympathy on that factor, but you do realize that the reason that he's crying is because he's getting served the papers on your behalf because of what you did, the actions you took, the actions you could have not made, which resulted in stupid consequences.
So, is this a troll too, Casey? By the way, can we just take a moment? How manipulative is this stream? You literally messed up. You violated copyright.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, on that factor, I can still feel bad because obviously I don't want to see anybody family going through like anything bad, especially on some financial tip. But like, yo, why are we trying to sit here and act like she wasn't the main cause of this? She caused this direct situation for herself. All she had to do was actually react. It's insane. All she had to do was legitimately just give her commentary on what she was seeing on the screen. She didn't do it. What are you supposed to take from that? Like, I'm supposed to sit here and cry? Like, no. It was the easiest John to avoid ever.
Tried to steal someone's content, and now you're playing victim. Oh, my dad, disability, my dad, disability. Like, he's crying. I mean, you're the reason he's crying. You
That's what I was saying. Like, yo, it's because of you.
You put your family in this horrible
snipe me.
situation where financially you are going to get completely screwed. And this is exactly what you deserve for those slanderous accusations. I know that you're not being sued for that, but you probably should have been. This is literally just karma. You tried to ruin somebody's life, and now they are ruining your life.
You know, like, and I know people are going to be fucking making fun of me for this, and like they're going to be posting like videos of me like crying and laughing at it and whatnot, you know, like, I don't know, like I'm sure like what you guys are watching right now, like every fucking incel community that's been attacking me relentlessly for like the past 10 years is going to use it for YouTube clips because they literally make careers out of bullying women like me.
It's
Well, hon, I'll tell you right now, if you know anything about Trilly, which you don't know me, and I don't know you personally, but I do know of you, unfortunately. Yeah, that incel community bullshit is not going on here. I'll be fucking damned. And what do I say damn near every video? Yo, put some respect and shit of love for the babes. You feel me, bruh? That's always love. You feel? But no. Casey, hun, you what you need to understand is, like, yo, heads are posting these vids, these drama slops, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the slop tubes are paid off by the Trump administration, apparently, according to Hassan. But, like, yeah, like, heads are making these drama slop videos and all this type of jazz. Why? Because, again, you can be critiqued. That does not make them incels. You need to understand this, hun. You don't understand. Heads are not incels. Heads just disagree with you and disavow your bad actions because they are bad. Duh, they were malicious. You stole the vid. You're just not understanding, Casey. You're trying to misconstrue the narrative. Again, like Pegasus was saying, you're trying to manipulate your audience into thinking like, yo, you're the major victim in this joint. You're not. You're not. You cannot do this. You cannot be out here trying to say that like heads are hating on all women. They're not. This is why y'all try to push this misogynist joint. Y'all don't know what it means, bruh. Y'all do not know what this joint mean at all. Misogynist, again, and I probably said this definition for like 80 times at this point, is the overall prejudice of all women, the unreasonable hatred of all women. Heads like Ethan do not have that. Okay? Even as a wife, Hila, as you discussed, because you called her ugly and all that, and that's not true. So what are you talking about? These people are not misogynists. They're not incels. They're not all of this, John. You're just using these buzzwords because you have no arguments to give back. It's like, yo, it is annoying. I don't even know. I hate that. Stop saying Heads is hating on the babes. Heads is not hating on the babes. Heads love the babes. They just don't like you. Stand. Legitimately.
Because I'm a woman, guys. It's just these incels coming after me. Did I say I was a woman, guys? Listen, we all know why you do this shit. It's because this is the only way you can rile up your extremely delusional followers who are essentially man-haters. This is like the opposite, right? It is basically like peak projection here. Every single time she's criticized, she will say it's incels or it's misogyny or something like that. Because in reality, she thinks the only people who can criticize her are men. Because she thinks that automatically all women are on her side, which is a complete...
Yo, because she said that too. An attack on me is like an attack on all women. For any lover babes that just came off that last John I just said, do you unabashedly support Kaceytron in her efforts to, you know, maliciously steal content Nuka San Piker, in which she's blatantly wrong and has definitely admitted to it, and the clips are there? Do you support her? Because she says it's an attack on all women, so I just need to know. Do y'all feel attacked on Kaceytron's behalf? Let Trilly know, please. Generally, even if you actually do her some job, I just want to hear. But I don't know if she has the right to speak on all women's behalf.
Completely delusional take. Who would have thought women have their own opinions and can form their own arguments as well? Wow. Seems like you're actually the sexist one.
And I'm just so fucking tired. I'm just so fucking tired of constantly being harassed by this shit. You know, like, for the past 3 or 4...
Alright, I guess the gods don't want this to play. I guess I've suffered enough here. It's literally started
Yo, this shit buffer was like, nah, I'm not gonna lie. We're not actually getting substance out of this. Turn it off. Yo, even the Joe was like, it's done.
Well, yeah, I mean, tough luck, I guess. Love watching karma happen in real time. Now, Dan also tweeted about her. Nobody showed this to Taylor Lorenz, the hack journalist who loves Hassan. I hear she takes the stuff very seriously. A Twitch streamer was indefinitely banned after she said that she'd spread the virus if she could because the world would be a better place without old and poor people. Why am I being
Kaceytron for you.
harassed, guy? You actually cannot make this shit up. Literally the most vile people ever, bro. Alrighty, let's move on to Frogan response.
So here it comes. Based? Every single time.
To the lawsuit. Turns out she went on a podcast and then she talked about getting sued.
Imagine this.
I'm imagining.
Imagine this.
Because I have one and you don't.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be so good. Oh, this is gonna be wonderful.
Out of the house and I get a DM.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "What?
Not financially, no.
What happened?" Because I don't really go on the internet. I'm not really that terminally online.
That is complete bullshit. Please stop fucking lying. You literally said in the one clip that like one of your bulls had came from the snark and you were happy about this, John. What are you talking about?
Anymore. And then I'm like, "What are you talking about?" "Yeah, I'm fine." And they're like, "What's happening?" And they linked me to a tweet that says Ethan Klein is suing Frogan.
I'm imagining.
And it was from the parody account.
Yeah.
So then I was like, "Oh, it's fake." And then I sent them. I was like, "Oh, it's fake." They're like, "No, it's real." And then they sent me the video. And I'm like, "Oh.
You're done. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, I bet it hit like a freight train. You saw them papers? Like, yo, I'm sorry. Yo, karma's a bitch, ain't it? I'm not gonna lie. Karma's a real conniving one. And it came straight for you, Frogan. That's tough.
It's real."
Yeah.
So I found out I was being sued by Ethan Klein at the same time everybody else found out. Obviously, I really can't talk about it much. My lawyer team said to not talk about it. And I can
You're already doing better efforts in fucking Denims and Kaceytron, so hey.
practice self-control.
There you go.
Self-control. Ain't no way she just said she can practice self-control.
She can't, by the way.
Pro self-control is sponsored by DoorDash. That's like a raccoon saying it's on a diet while knee-deep in a trash can. Oh my lord, I'm literally using like every fiber of my being to not make like 10 more jokes right now. But she literally gives me the alley.
Trust me, I've learned to hold it back. Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. I'll still crash. Y'all don't even get it twisted, yo. Sometimes, truly. Oh yeah, nah. Sometimes, yo, they just be saying some really stupid shit, and I really be going off. I'm not gonna lie, but I be holding it back because at this point, like, I just expect them to be like disingenuous, bad faith, like pathological liars. Like this is the type of John we be on. But they have done this ever since I started covering these fools, and even before when Truly started posting, bro, watching all the dramas with all this, bro, it's been the same action. This is why Truly like always stamps in all the time the thing I say about patterns of behavior, because yo, that is truly how the person's gonna act. They previous patterns of behavior, and obviously people can change, but directly like their previous patterns of behavior and how they handle situations, out of the most time, I'd probably say at least 8 out of 10 times is probably what they're gonna do in the following scenarios. So did I expect anything else from Frogan? I didn't. That's really tough. Like,
oop every time, bro. Also, Frogan saying she's not terminally online, please.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a complete lie. Like,
I mean, you go outside and you still have these dogshit opinions like U.S. military should get PTSD and die. I refuse to believe that. Unless the only place you're visiting
like
is,
that quite literally is a Reddit, like, snark opinion. Like, that's so stupid.
you know, the local fast food joints. Also, I'm very confused as to who her legal team actually is.
That's a grand question. I would love to know that as well.
Casey openly admitted she doesn't have a legal team. She was considering getting a lawyer, but she can't even do that.
But we didn't expect anything.
Logan here is pretending she actually has lawyers. I don't know if she actually does. She definitely can't afford lawyers. Maybe Hassan paid for it. Who knows? But my next question is, if you already have lawyers, right, and you funded that part, why are you crowdfunding 200K? Is this another denim situation where you might already have money and you're
just for those personal expenses if you look in the GoFundMe's description?
Just trying to scam your audience? Then she talks about how, like, tedious the lawsuit is. Mind you, it hasn't even begun.
So unfortunately, because I'm being asked for $150,000 in damages and attorney's fees, I have
They got a confirmed number? Who that number from?
a GoFundMe for my legal defense. So if you want to support me, the link is in the description. And if you've already donated, I appreciate it.
Yo, I hate to be that nigga. I'm not trying to talk about appearances, but Frogan, hun, you gotta lessen the fucking eyeshadow. Like, this shit is pissing me off. Like, you didn't have to do it this deep. It could have been like slim, like down to here, under here. This shit is just getting me mad. Anyway, sidebar.
More than words can describe, because honestly, it's tedious, it's inconvenient, it's annoying, and that's basically the whole point of this.
Yes, it's annoying. Yeah, I mean, maybe then don't steal content. If
maybe actually give commentary, because you literally refuse when, yo, it's so funny when a G-boy in her chat, an actual Hassan goon, calls her out on this show, like, yo, are you gonna actually say something, bruh? Yo, she directly says, you know, bro, what more commentary can I even add to this, bro? This video's so terrible, and Ethan's like, bruh. That's why I just don't understand. Y'all put yourselves directly in this. All you had to do was actually give, like, critical commentary, because obviously we already know y'all all Hassan's side. Y'all all sucking his cock, right? So you're gonna go into this video with a negative impression. You could at least give critiques. Like, I didn't even do that.
If it isn't the consequences of my own actions, you effed around and you find out, you don't get to cry about it now. Then this next part is just gold. Her co-host calls Ethan the one who's irrelevant.
Yeah, there you have it. So if you came here to watch this big response on it, once again, we are not talking about that loser. We're not talking. We're just not talking about him. We said it in several episodes. We're not talking about him. I don't care about him, dude.
Yeah, you niggas gotta take the One Piece gear off, bro. I know y'all niggas don't watch One Piece for shit. Like, I'm gonna be real, and I'm not even trying to gatekeep. Like, I just know you niggas don't watch. Yo, take this shit off. Like,
and we haven't talked about him in forever either.
Yeah, and
so
you know what? I'm gonna practice that self-control as well. Who? You know?
Who? Nigga, who are you?
Who?
And then it's like, better yet to that, like, yo, I always say, who the fuck is Trilly? But yo, sometimes with these niggas, I really gotta ask, like, brother, it's bad when the main character here is fucking Frogan. That is our titular main protagonist, is Frogan. My nigga, you're a side character in her story. What the fuck? We definitely not gonna know who the fuck you are. Like, what? This shit's crazy.
Exactly.
Like, what the hell, my nigga?
Nobody. Like, come on.
A fucking nobody? Again, my nigga, I'm going to ask for the crowd. Who the fuck are you? My nigga, we don't even know your name. This shit's crazy.
No way. These two are sitting here calling Ethan a nobody. Dear God, how delusional can you be? I didn't even know this podcast was a thing, by the way.
Bro, I have more subs than you niggas. Who the fuck are y'all? Nah, I'm sorry. Y'all know me, bro. I'm not, truly don't give a fuck about that clout shit. I don't give a fuck about being glazed, dick ate, none of that shit. I don't give a damn, bro. But for niggas to be sitting out here talking about who the fuck is Ethan Klein, bro, you niggas have less subs than me. What the hell? And shout out the audience, by the way. I ain't gonna lie. Has been teasing it for Trilly. 10K is coming up soon. Lovely. We do love to see it. Yeah, anyway, back to these niggas. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga, bro? What the hell is he talking about? Like, brother, you do niggas, like you niggas legitimately do have less subs than me. This is actually fucking crazy. Like, hold on. Wait a minute. No. Like, I actually gotta go into this now. This is wild. You see A-Rab's podcast, 842, Trilly, 992, 992. Like, some John around there. Hold on. Exact number? I'll tell you right now. Exact number 9,921. Like, how is he talking about a who right now? This is actually ridiculous. Like, oh man, yo, them delusions is crazy.
The way a viewer actually messaged me on Instagram, and that's how I find like half the things I'm talking about here. It's you guys letting me know about these extremely irrelevant people. Then they just call everybody.
Yo, speaking of that, yo, do y'all know about this? Like, hold on, I've been wanting to talk about this, so I guess it's a perfect time for heads that do end up seeing this, right? If I go to the community, John, right, there's like a viewer post thing. I wanted to ask heads if they know about this. There's like this viewer post, John, where apparently heads can like post stuff on like YouTubers community tabs. So I ain't gonna lie, somebody test out and see if this works. And by doing that, I always say, because I know heads be trying to give Trilly recommendations on Jones to watch, you know what I'm saying? We gotta cover the drama slups. We do love them. Slippy! Lovely. So yeah, like somebody try it out. If there's any videos that y'all want me to check out or watch, yeah, try posting them here on this, John. To see if this works. Because if it doesn't, then I'm just disregarding this. You know what I mean? But yeah, nah. I be pushing in heads like, yo, sending recommendations on what to watch. You already know. The little content. Shout out y'all again. It's love. I already know.
The incels just like Kaceytron.
Me personally, when I hate somebody, I do everything in my power to avoid them.
Yeah.
That's quite literally cap.
I mute them. I block them.
They don't hate you. They love you. They just want your attention bad.
Yo, brother, look me in my eye. Look me in my eye. Deadass. I know you can't, but look me in my eye. For real. Who the fuck want Frogan's attention? Be for real. Like, come on, bruv. You gotta be playing me right now.
I don't know, dude. These people. Hey, if you're a parent, you should watch the show Adolescence, and make sure your kid doesn't become an incel like these guys do.
They're not fucking incels. They're just labeling them as incels because you disagree.
Thank you very much. That's my public service announcement. It's your job. Okay?
Now, somebody has to ask these niggas what these words mean. Now, tell them to deadass define these words. I'm dead serious. Like, yo, tell them, like, yo, to their face, yo, define, yo, niggas are incels. What does that mean? Tell me right now. Oxford. I need the Webster's Merriam. Tell me right now. Yeah, don't fucking know. It's either one, you don't know, or two, you're blatantly just misconstruing the definition of these words to fit your narratives, which is confirmed. Like, bro, come the fuck on, bro. You call niggas incels. Involuntary celibate. It means niggas cannot fuck. What is that? Like, what? I don't understand. What? I could totally understand the factor of like incel niggas that are really on that shit and having like this prejudice against women or whatever because yo, these niggas on weird ass timing. I can understand that concept happening. But you calling everyone that's giving criticism to Denims, Kaceytron, and Frogan incels is like, brother, you sound dumb. Like, you just sound stupid, but all you bulls are stupid. So it's like, yo. Okay,
it's your fucking job. It's not my job. It's not Frogan's job to teach these men how to just be normal dudes. You know?
Yeah, being normal dudes means sucking y'all niggas cock, sucking Hassan's dick, following all the ideologies to a T. That's what it means to be a normal nigga. Brother, let me clue you the fuck in. That is not a normal nigga. The fuck? A nigga spewing out Hassan's rhetoric? That's not a normal nigga, bro. The fuck? That's a G-boy. Those are not normal niggas. Like, yo,
know what I mean?
What's he talking about? This shit is hilarious. Like,
God, I wish there was an anger management for everyone. Anger management should be a free course.
there should be a free fucking common sense course, and you niggas absolutely will be first in line.
Given to all incels.
Ah, yes. Everybody is just incel. Incels, guys. Why are they so obsessed with this word? It's like, who are they even talking about?
Like everyone that disagrees with them.
Ethan is literally the one suing you. There's literally hundreds and thousands of women watching these videos, agreeing with all of this.
The majority of H3's fan base audience is women. They are the majority watchers. So, like,
The excuse that this is somehow
So
misogyny or hate
stupid.
from incels is not going to work. As I said, Hassan is
So
the center
dumb.
of this drama, and we constantly criticize him. He's not a woman. It has nothing to do with their gender.
I only use ChatGPT. Like we've talked about this before. I don't even use it for that anymore because they fucking sold it to the U.S. military.
Wait. Frogan, what is your opinion on the U.S. military again? Just put the clip.
I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Who fucking whom? I hope you get PTSD.
Anyways, let's move on to Anissa losing her mind on Twitter.
based?
So if you remember last video, H3 and Anissa were beefing, and H3 responded to her saying, it takes a special type of psychopath to play victim after what you did. Well, she responded,
Oh, is this the Yoko segment? Okay.
hey Ethan, I'm not sure what you're referring to. Please write a concise paragraph explaining exactly what I did and what warrants this harassment campaign.
Oh, funny enough, we don't need the paragraphs, Anissa. Yoko, my fault. Yeah, there's videos. Numerous of them shits. You should go ahead and watch them shits. Actually, you already do.
Well, I'll do you one better. Check out the 40 episode.
My glorious Slob King. Oh, I'm about to fall off the seat, yo. I ain't gonna lie, see, that's how you know that Johns be real, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You think I would purposely fall to John? Farming! It's not me, stop playing. But yo, seriously. Yoko, the videos, there's numerous. Of all the bullshit you've done. How you've been humiliating, emasculating, and embarrassing Ian. Yeah. It's all there. Fuck the paragraph.
Saga. But if you want a succinct explanation, probably ruining iDubbbz's life and, you know, taking
Like, oh my god.
34% from charity and, you know, supporting the CPS call on Ethan's kids and,
Not disavowing that word. I'm about to say not disavowing the CPS, John.
you know, I can go on and on. Harassment campaign, lol. Didn't you and your boyfriend make a whole video shit-talking him?
2.
Yeah, which got 7 million views and riled up the entire internet. Anissa, the difference between us and your husband is that we are not susceptible to your gaslighting like he is.
Yeah, quite literally any nigga with brain cells is looking at your ass and the way you treat him and being like, ah, fuck no, don't want it in my life.
I'm about 34% convinced that you're a monster that took charity money to party instead. You guys got a massive content cop that was the worst video I've ever watched with the
Yeah.
explicit
At the very least, the worst content cop, like I keep saying, F- on the tier list.
intent of leading to a harassment campaign against Ethan. Anyways, apparently it's everybody's birthday now. Happy birthday to Anissa, 32 years old, and still losing her mind on Twitter. Wait, you and Ethan have the same birthday? Soulbound. It was destiny for us to battle on this mortal plane.
Oh my god, you sound so cool and quirky. Like, yeah, please shut the fuck up.
That's actually hilarious. Anyways, if she couldn't get worse, she says, for my birthday, I would like everyone who can afford to go donate to Kaceytron's GoFundMe for legal fees. It would mean so much to me. And then she links a Kaceytron tweet here.
Yeah, this gets even better as it goes on. Wait, so Anissa, correct me if I'm wrong. You can donate money to Kaceytron, but you can't make sure that children with cancer get their money? Please clarify this. Because, oh, this is hilarious. I keep trying to tell y'all, bro. That boy keep getting sweeter, bro. The downfall, bro, she doesn't realize how many lanes that this opens up for her to get criticized even more. She's such a moron. This is exactly why heads keep telling her to get off the internet.
By the way, even if you do support Kaceytron somehow, which I don't know how you would and be watching this video, but if you do by chance, you're a hate watcher, none of this money is going to the lawsuit. It is going straight to her smoking addiction, bro. This is the funniest part. If you donate to Casey, it's going straight to the smoking. If you donate to Frogan, it's going straight to a Big Mac. If you donate to Denims, I don't know, reinvest it into...
That shit going. Let's not get canceled today.
OnlyFans business or some shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I had to hold that one back. I was gonna let it fly. Nah,
He'll be
had to save that
DMing
one.
Destiny trying to sleep with them. Anissa's unironically talked more shit than Ian since the content cup was dropped. Now that people have turned, it's not as fun for her anymore. Apparently, they're being called out again. Keemstar calls out Ian and Anissa after Dad appeared on his show and claimed he was broke due to Creator Clash 3 delays.
Street Dad and Expo have a beef that we've been doing for a year.
Anissa,
it would have been a great.
iDubbbz, Anissa, you care about your influencer boxers. You care
They don't.
about them so much.
They don't.
Give this guy 10 grand. Give.
Yo, brother. Yo, Keem. First of all, killer. Cum stain. But yo, Keem, I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't know if they got 10K. I mean, they had a band to give to Kaceytron apparently, but yeah, I don't know if they got 10K. Last time I checked up on Yoko and Soy Dubs, they were in the basement with no mouse pad, arguing about how there's a monopoly on Ethernet cables. Yep, they're poor. They cannot give them give Dad 10K. Nope, not as far as what I've seen.
Give this guy 10 grand.
No.
That's what I got
Give him
paid.
$10,000.
That's what I got paid.
No, I'm serious.
No,
I'm serious.
well, I'm gonna
I could
get
help
money
you
for
out.
training for
I
this
could
next
help you out. Ethan could help you
shit.
out. There's a million people that can help you out, right, Dad? But the person that owes you money for all your time and all your troubles is literally Anissa and iDubbbz.
Correct.
Give him 10 grand. Give him $10,000.
I gotta give it to Keem. He's correct in this one.
He's been training for a year. He's went viral on Creator Clash 1, Creator Clash 2. This guy has taken so much shit just because of your mistakes, because he's the poster boy. He's the guy that goes viral, right? He's the guy that helped build Creator Clash. And now he's over here suffering? Well, this is bullshit. Give him $10,000.
Shit, the whole thing is bullshit. I don't even want to tell you.
I demand $10,000 for
that.
Nathan Barnett, aka Dadbot. I demand it.
Yeah.
I absolutely demand it. It's
No,
ridiculous.
I don't want money that it's not. I don't want people just to give me money.
It's ridiculous.
Everyone did the same thing. I trained.
It's
I fought. I
ridiculous.
did my
It's
fight. I did
insane.
promotion. I happened to go viral. It's not. I can't control
It's
that.
insane.
And
We
other fighters
just need
can't
to
either, so I
make
don't
this
deserve anything
content cop
extra.
so bad, even though it's gonna completely f you over.
That was the one thing too. Oh my god, like yo, they were so adamant that it's so stupid.
And then they're gonna preach that they care so
Like,
much.
I don't get it. Like the optics behind dropping the content cop before CC3 was just so unabashedly fucking stupid. Like I just do not understand. But I do understand. Ian is a fucking moron. Like there is nothing going on in his head. He's just learning empathy at 32. When are we learning common sense? Bro, this John is pissing me off, bro. I swear, like this is where I start getting
You know what shit I got
Right, bro.
when they're telling people I don't care about wings or boogie. Motherfucker,
Exactly
I
what
gave them
Super
10
said is
grand.
$40.
I mean, you're completely delusional if you think they're giving their fighters 10 grand when they were trying to take away money from charity and kids
That's what
with
I'm saying.
cancer. Obviously, they're
Literally what I was saying earlier. Like, bro, nah.
absolutely greedy individuals who do not give a single shit about anybody but themselves.
Facts.
I absolutely would not count on them giving you any money. Somebody who would actually do that, though, is Ethan, and he actually has done
Ethan.
that. He even gave a bunch
Mike and Kate, yeah, give him 5 bands. I
of
remember
money
that.
to iDubbbz's former boxing coach, who
Oh my gosh, wait. Oh my gosh, I just realized I just seen Kate on the screen. Wait a minute. Yo, oh my god, this gets so much fucking worse. Holy shit. Yo, you mean to tell me that iDubbbz and Yoko told them that there was in no way that they could help with the whole situation with, you know what I'm saying, Kate's like whole child bride thing. There was no way they could help. But you can send Kaceytron 1,000? Yo, holy fuck. You fucking pieces of shit. Oh yeah, nah, you niggas deserve to get ripped a new fucking ass for this. I'ma be honest, bro. But this is a casual for you niggas. You niggas are so fucking disingenuous. That shit is so crazy. Like, yo, and especially on Yoko's end, this only furthers the narrative. The only shit you actually give a fuck about is really this clout shit. You're so, yo, she was so, I bet, so willing to go donate that fucking 1,000 in Kaceytron to go push that narrative. Man, we gotta be against Ethan, but you couldn't help your boxing coach and his wife, especially with her situation? You fucking pieces of shit! Like, that's crazy! Like, oh my god, holy fuck.
who basically wasn't compensated as well.
Holy
Dad claims he asked
shit,
Anissa
that
if the
is
H3 Content
insane.
Cup would wait
Like,
until
I'm really
after.
serious thinking about that. Yo, Yo, Kate gave her the whole spiel, the whole backstory, you know what I'm saying? Everything she went through, and there was no means to help, but you could really help Kaceytron. Holy fuck, there really are some niggas out in this world that are not the best people, I'll say.
After Creator Clash 3, she told him the video had to come out then.
Like putting out that video, I did say in a text to Nisa, I was like, couldn't have waited a couple months? Like,
absolutely, it most 100% could have waited. That's what everyone said should have happened. It should have been like way after CC3, like.
And then she said it had to come out then.
Or even not even way after shit. It could have been literally after the last fucking fight got done. It doesn't even matter, bro. Just don't do it before this shit, because obviously it's gonna fuck the PR up for it.
I understand that too, because it's like, all right, you're passionate. The time is now. I'm inspired. I'm gonna make this. I want to respond to what has been said topically.
I guess they thought it would be like some massive dunk, but it ended up completely backfiring. They basically wanted to be this massive success that ended up in resulting in more donations, or maybe they were intentionally trying to find an out of giving money to charity. That would be extremely evil, though, so I don't even know.
They literally said, like, yo, they were going to take the 34% profit share or whatever, and then from there, when they took it, they would donate that to charity. Like, do they think... do these two freaking idiot morons, like pathological liars, just like freaking Hassan, who they're sucking up to, do they think we were going to believe that? Like, no. No! Where was the money for CC2? This is like, bro. I can't, bro.
If I can put it on them, but at this point, I have no idea. Their intentions are extremely clouded. Anyways, we also got some Creator Clash 3 updates.
I will no longer be participating in Creator Clash.
Wow.
Oh yeah, this Myth. Oh yeah, Myth was one of the fighters. Yeah, I'm not shocked by this, to be honest. Yeah, that whole card is gonna disappear.
Oh, shocking. You're like 500 years late, dude. Apparently, one of the creators is also mad at iDubbbz and Anissa and their handling of charity.
Who, Alana? Oh, no.
So I donated
they
give you a reimbursement for Creator Clash. I didn't even know that when I signed on, but I donated my whole reimbursement to charity. I did a merch sale. I donated all proceeds from that to charity. I did everything that I could, but that's still, like, and that was me trying to feel better about it, but it still didn't, because it didn't give me back that time. So I was pretty pissed off at Creator Clash, and again, told them.
Yeah, I would expect you to be. Within Creator Clash, be especially pissed at Ian and Anissa, because they're the two dumbasses that got this jump fucked up.
And I also, there was just like some handling stuff that, like, we didn't find out that it didn't raise money for charity for a pretty long time. Like, I think that maybe, I don't really know.
Well, I mean, Ian did say he was a bit too vague.
Maybe Ian and Anissa were, like, scared to tell us or something, but I didn't even...
Yeah, I'm sure they would be.
Find out through them. I found out through one of the other fighters, and I was like, what? I really feel like I should have known this. And so I felt pretty bad.
Yeah, I feel like everybody should have known that.
Like, I wasn't happy about
well, they do now, but
there being two parties. Like, I didn't feel good about that. I was like, we didn't raise money for charity and there were two parties. Really? This whole hotel? Really?
Yeah, I don't know much about this person. All the replies are calling her like a compulsive liar. I don't know. If
I was about to say, because, yeah, Alana don't got the best rep, but what she's saying within that is true, though. Like, again, all the galas and all that shit, like, yeah, nah, duh. That should have been cut out. Like, niggas was too busy worried about clout farming instead of running their charity boxing event. Like, bro, come on, man.
Dumb enough to support iDubbbz and Anissa for this long, I can't really trust you that much. Now, Ethan responded to Taylor, the hack journalist, again. I almost feel bad for Taylor, but then I reread the sweet message she left when she thought no one was looking. She, a journalist, participated in the CPS lie. I can never forgive that. I genuinely hope you find peace and not everyone is against you. I mean that, Ethan. I've continued to be kind and generous. I can tell you're hurting. I'm concerned. You think I'm out to get you. It's ridiculous. That's how you spoke to me after I confronted you about your participation in
like, is she not? She literally tried to propagate the narrative that Ethan killed Shredder. What the fuck?
PS lie. Crazy making and gaslighting. What a horrible way to speak to another human being you've wronged. And so I'll do you the courtesy of being honest, something I know that you are incapable of. F you, you are a terrible person. I just love seeing absolutely every one of Hassan's orbiters get absolutely obliterated, bro. They're just going broke, they're crying.
Like, this is what I be talking about when I say the downfall is sweet. It's like, bro, the thing I say all the time, if you do stupid actions, the results will be stupid consequences. And when those boys hit you because everything is spin to your reality and your delusions. So when that reality actually hits you, oh yeah, it's not gonna be so good. And watching it hit them, I do savor it, honestly. But at the same time, I'm just like, yo, y'all fools, like, I'm just at that peak equilibrium level where it's like, yeah, the downfall is sweet. trust and believe. It's hilarious laughing at these bulls, but I'm just like, I'm just mad at the factor of how easy this was to avoid. That y'all were so blatantly willing to suck Hassan dick, bro, that like y'all blatantly fucked up your lives. Like, it's just crazy to me. Like, that part generally messes messes with my head. It makes me mad. I'm like, bro, y'all really did this joint all for the clout, for the money, instead of just being genuine creators. That's crazy.
It is an absolutely lovely day to be a Hassan hater. Anyways, let's move on to Ethan versus Hassan. Ethan posts a viral tweet calling out top mayoral candidate Zoran for campaigning with Hassan. Basically, this Zoran guy won the NYC mayoral primary. Somebody called him out. It's a choice to campaign with the guy who said America deserved 9/11 in effing NYC. And it's basically...
Oh, wait. Oh, no. I didn't even peep game on that. Yeah, they are in New York. Yeah, this is probably not the best of looks, but I guess gonna associate who they want, I guess.
Hassan being buddy-buddy with this guy. Ethan responds, by the way, I don't have a problem with Zoran. I just haven't been following the NYC mayor race. I just think it's a little bit of a brand risk to associate with the America Deserved 9/11 guy.
Yeah, optically, like I say all the time, collaborating and or like, you know what I'm saying, trying to do content with Hassan, you gain literally fucking nothing, so
in New York of all places. I mean, it absolutely is. Here we got Mike from PA, seen from the Zoran Mamdani victory party, and then Denim says, it is true, I was there, and it's like some meme video. And judging by the tweets, it seems...
Yeah, I got nothing for Mike. I'm not even gonna waste time saying where's Bad Bunny.
Hassan and every single Hassan orbiter absolutely loves this candidate. And obviously, I don't really care much about politics, much less the politics of New York City. But if Hassan and his entire crew are supporting this person, that just can't be good.
Hey, didn't see you there. Congrats, though, to Zoran Mamdani.
Sneeko. I just get pissed every time I see him. Like, you were gonna make that change. You really were. You were gonna get off that red pill fucking grift. That bullshit. And you literally admitted yourself that it was a grift. It's some fuckery. Let me tell you. And you went right back to sucking up to Kanye. You know what? I'm just let the clip play.
Donnie, it's not over yet, but it's looking like he won the mayoral race. In New York City, we were all over every borough today seeing people super excited to go out and vote. I supported him because he's the only non-Zionist candidate on that stage. I thought you needed to be bought and sold, but people are energetic. People are tired of the Zionism, and I'm excited to see what he's got. I'm not a socialist myself. I don't want everyone to be a communist getting free stuff, but I think he has some cool ideas.
Nux doesn't seem to like this guy. Zoran cheered on the stabbing intifada as a third intifada. If you're a Jewish leftist, you are literally... okay, necking yourself. Right, so there's a lot of lore to get into there. Wait, what is this tweet? It's White Boy Jihad Summer? Okay, you guys who are more into politics, you can explain that to me in the comments, but...
Yeah, what does that mean?
The way. Somebody said, tonight we celebrate, tomorrow we get the list from Zoran and the roundup begins. The last 24 hours will be an inflection point in the history of Zionism and the entity. Wait, this was the guy in that, like, Hamas tweet, right? Intifada globalized. Please stop listening to these overpaid morons. This is very ironic coming from Hassan here. I don't know what this guy's saying, but just saying. That's pretty ironic. Alright, that's about it. Now click this video or you got a 1v1 Kaceytron in a smoking competition.
Oh, nah, she might smoke me out. I'm not gonna lie.
Alrighty, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
But y'all already know, though. Shut up, my glorious slop king. More Pegasus. I already know, man. They just responded in the dumbest way possible. And of course, if you guys would like to watch the OG video, down in the description, first link, shuttle level, more Pegasus. But final opinions and conjecture. Nice, short, and sweet, because I'm sure y'all seen the time, because I'm looking at it. That boys, a yap sesh. Same time tomorrow? Same time tomorrow. Yeah, because we already know these idiots are going to make things extremely more worse for themselves. They do it on a casual. Yeah. Yeah. Idiots. But again, if you guys want to go see the OG video, down in the description, first link, like I said, sure to love one more Pegasus once more. And I'll be catching y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.
you.